Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here with your daily dosage of optimism, of Bitcoin optimism. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts to see what is transpiring. So yeah, you can see we are basically at well, we would have got that 4-hour 9. Obviously we've had this well, on the 4-hour time frame, obviously this is a short time frame, a sort of tweezer bottom here, and we're looking to try and get a bit of continuation up. So yeah, potentially we're gonna come up and try and test this 10,500 to 10,600 area, potentially, if we're lucky. Obviously, because I mean, you just have to look at it in the context of there is a lot of momentum to the downside here, guys. So there is going to be a lot of people that have been like a rabbit caught in the headlights here, that are then going to be looking to sell their positions on the way up, because they don't want to get caught in the gap fill. 1 hour time frame there, I don't normally look at it, but I had it up. I don't know why it was up when I turned my screen on, when I should put this chart on, and I did notice that there is a potential ascending triangle here. This is obviously very short term. We don't normally look at 1 hour, and literally I didn't come hunting for this. I last night we must have had a 1 hour chart on. I think we were maybe looking at divergences, weren't we, on the RSI? But yeah, potential. We've got a flat top here, ascending triangle, looking to try and break out of it now, but that's it. We won't look at 1 hour ever again. That spirit of the 9 on the 12 on the here, as you can see here, we need to basically close this candle, because this will be the 9 candle that we're on now, which closes in about 3 hours, and then we need to then try and take out the top of this candle and make some progress to the upside. So we have got that on the cards also. Obviously we can't deny this clearly looks like a bear flag. That can't be denied, but you just have to well, we have got extra probabilities that the bear flag won't play out, because we're at an important level of support. You have to look at this overall, in the overall context of the bullish trend we've got going on since mid-March. That's going to reduce the statistics of us breaking down. At any given point in a macro trend, you're only going to reverse once, basically, and so in an uptrend you're only going to reverse once to go down, in a downtrend you're only going to reverse once to go up. So is this going to be the reversal? You always have to basically assume that it isn't, because otherwise you won't be assuming the trend is your friend, and the trend is your friend, and that is the best way, the best way to trade overall. Daily, as you can see, daily looking like a bear flag as well. But are we going to come down here? Are we literally just going to keep coming down in a straight line? Markets don't move up or down in straight lines. And if we do come down from here, we're starting to look a lot like mid-March, guys, and this was like an absolute debacle for the for all markets. So for us to look like this wouldn't be realistic, unless we're going to have some sort of major world events that are going to catalyze that's not even a real word, that are going to offer the catalyst for such a move. Let's have a look how that weekly is looking. Weekly here, you can see weekly again, this just looks like we are back testing this support, guys. This really does look like that. So obviously that means we've got to hold this level and push on up, and then all systems go. We're looking fantastic, and especially when we come back up and take out this level, we'd look for continuation up and away, and on a full confirmation of a breakout of this macro area, coming from basically 2019. And yeah, that would look incredibly good. And then the next level is this level, and then after this level it's unicorns and rainbows. So obviously this doesn't have to play out this way. We don't have to bounce from here and come up. That's not necessarily what is 100% certain going to happen, but if it does happen, we do look very good. We do look very good here. If it doesn't happen, then we look very bad. We look very much like a fake out, a failed attempt at this inverted head and shoulders. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even like to think where that would take us. But I mean, an obvious target would be this trend line. So it could take us anywhere between 6,000 and 7,000 depending on how long it played out. But this is a weekly time frame, guys, so they're weekly moves, and like realistically, if we were going to come down to here, if this was a fake out, we're going to come down. I expect it to be around this time, so we are talking December. So that is still quite a while away. But anyway, that is that is enough of that talk. That's not what you guys came here for. No, just kidding. Yeah, so we need to try and make this move up. As you can see, the divergence in the RSI here. We'll look at some stochastics. As you can see, this is quite a good read for the 4-hour Stokes, because we moved up, we turned back down again. Now we're moving up and we're taking out this level here. So just from a charting analysis, this is obviously a low, a low, a high, a low, and then a high, and obviously it's going to be a high now. We've broken that high, so yeah, that is potentially good. 10 hour there or thereabouts. If we keep getting momentum, if we keep moving up in this move now, maybe to around 10,300, this will turn up. 12 hours starting to turn up too. And daily is basically doing what the 4 hours done. So obviously we want it to do what the 4 hour did, and then turn back up and come back up and take out this level. But I mean, all eyes really at the moment on this 12 hour, and potentially even a 10 hour, but mainly the 12 hour. If we can start to get a move up in this 12 hour, then well 10,500-600 area would I believe would certainly be, if the 12 hour starts coming up 10,000, I mean, I can say 10,500, 10,600 will certainly be tested, because it will take 10,500, 10,600 to be certainly tested to get the 12 hour to basically make that move. And then could we have the momentum to break through that level, and then come in face the serious task of 11k. You can see the importance of 11k. You can see the importance. If we can come and get to this range, basically, we haven't got to take out 10k in one go. We don't have to move straight up in one go. If we can basically get into this range, break into this box, get back above this 10,600 area that I have been talking about, is the most important for the long-term trend for me. If we can get back above that, then this kind of then just looks like a fake out below here. But yeah, back above 10,600, play out this range, get the market, get people comfortable in crypto again, get people not eyeing up that gap fill, get people not eyeing up a basically an end of the bull run, get people targeting high levels. We could then start to basically form the base here and then move back above 11k. And I think that would give the market the confidence to take out this 12k and take us onwards and upwards. Obviously that's what we want to happen. It could happen in one go. It could do. I wouldn't rule out that, because well, if we do go up, that means that this is basically a fake out to the downside. And then so what you can often get when you get fake outs is absolute savage moves in the opposite direction, to literally absolutely squeeze. Don't give people 2 seconds to think about their short positions or whether they want to re-add their crypto that they sold on the way down, and just rip us up. That is a possibility. So yeah, bear that in mind as well. And remember, I will just clarify what I said in some other videos about how I've been saying 10,600 is the main level and main area, and we've broken it and we're below it. But I will put that in. I will add the caveat, which I have added, so I'm just explaining it again, that we came down so fast and so hard. It's like 10,600 didn't really have a chance of holding price. So if we hold here and get back above 10,600, in the bigger scheme of things, I would consider that as we basically, well, we obviously didn't hold the 10,600, but in the bigger scheme of the context of the trend and the importance that I attach to 10,600, I would class that as 10,600 holding. It basically, we didn't manage to stay under it for long enough. Sort of like we pushed the ball down in the water barrel, and it basically just popped back up. And yeah, and we did hold, even though we literally did break the level for a period of time. But that is all the bullishness. Clearly we are sat at these lows. We are looking like we are a potential bear flag. We could take another leg down. If we take another leg down, I mean, I don't know who I mean, if you want to work on the assumption a lot of this market price action is manipulated to get liquidations and everything, if you want to take that that perspective, which is fine to take, we're just having a little thought process here, then the people that are doing that are involved in crypto, they don't want to basically push us lower and get people out of the market and get people away from the market completely. They do need to they do need us here buying Bitcoin in this bull run. They don't want us exiting the market, because things then basically look like we're just gonna, who knows where we're gonna go down to. So those are basically my thoughts for today. Obviously we're not going to have a lead from US markets, but we are going to have a lead from other global markets tomorrow, because they are open, but the US market's not open for Labor Day. Yeah, so that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.